What's up, guys? Your boy Swills here, and today I'm going to talk to you about why the Los Angeles Rams have screwed themselves for years to come. All right? Now, you're probably thinking, how can they screw themselves for years to come? They have one of the best rosters in the league. They just acquired Jalen Ramsey. Probably, arguably, definitely the best cornerback in the league. He's a shutdown guy. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is they're almost emulating the 2016 Atlanta Falcons. They're almost following the same exact path the Falcons have followed. And for those of you that don't know about what happened to the Falcons, basically, before the 2016 season, the season when they went to the Super Bowl, they put all their eggs in one basket. They spent all the cap that they had on depth players, on good players, to get the roster ready, because that was their year. They went to the Super Bowl, and they got humbled in defeat by the Patriots. It was embarrassing, and it was such a deflating loss that it hurt them so much. The next season, they basically brought the gang back together for another season, but they weren't the same. They just weren't the same. I think they went 10-6, made the playoffs, but then they got kicked out in the divisional round. Since then, the team has not been the same at all. Last year they went 7-9, injuries, whatever, and this season now they're 1-5, and they're going down a really steep path due to coaching mainly, and just poor defensive scheming. But I think the Rams are going to follow a similar path, where last season they put all their eggs in one basket, spent all their cap, had all these star players, Aaron Donald. They had Jared Goff. They had 3 really good wide receivers. They've got Aqib Talib. They brought in all these veteran guys to hopefully get the team a Super Bowl victory. They made it to the Super Bowl and got destroyed against the Patriots. They put up, I think, 3 points? They got 13-3. They lost. They had no offense at all whatsoever. And once again, this season, they kind of just brought the gang back, right? Well, the problem is that the team just isn't the same. It's not. Last year was a bit of a fluke season, similar to the 2016 Falcons. It was a bit of a fluke season, and now they might not even make the playoffs, even with Jalen Ramsey, because they're the third best team in the division right now. And I think that they're gonna run out of cap room in a few years. 2 seasons, not the end of this season, at the end of next season, they've got like 8 or 9 free agents that are gonna command a lot of money, including Jalen Ramsey. I think Samson Ebukam is among those players. I want to say Robert Woods might be one of them. Nikhil Roby-Coleman might be one of them. They've got a really long list of guys that are going to want money, and they're not going to be able to pay any of them. So eventually it's going to get to a point where they're going to have holes all over the offense and all over the defense, and they don't have draft capital to draft new players. They don't have a first-round draft pick for 3 years, unless, of course, they start to make trades, in which I think they need to do. They got 3 really good wide receivers. Brandon Cooks is making a ridiculous amount of money. Trade him away. Trade him to the Patriots. Trade him to the Saints. 2 teams he already played for. Just trade him somewhere so you could free up some cap. Maybe get yourself an offensive lineman, or you can get some draft capital, whatever. Because the Rams, at this point, they're not going to be very good. They're not going to be good in a few seasons, and they're going to be bottom feeders because they're going to have 6 or 7 really elite players that are getting ridiculous amount of half the salary cap, and then they're going to have below average players throughout the rest of the roster. Linebackers, all the corners besides Jalen Ramsey at this point. The defensive line is awful besides Aaron Donald, and there's no offensive line. Jared Goff is not a great quarterback, especially under pressure when there isn't an offensive line, and Todd Gurley's hurt. So I think the Rams are pretty screwed. They have to make the Super Bowl this year or next year, or else they're going to be in a bottomless pit. All right? Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Share with your friends, of course. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.